What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of What's the Word podcast. Your boy Dykeman Drew.
Yeah, Bob, aka It was good, big homie.
Yo, son, you look like you know who you look like, bro? When you have your sunglasses on, where you're okay, I see you shining, son. I see you hurting them. You know who you look like, son? You look like the dudes that they send in the hood to buy weed so that they could know who's selling weed. You look like the decoy, son. Straight up. Like people see you and there's no way they're gonna think you're Puerto Rican. They're gonna be like, yo, that's the sale right there, yo.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You're not the first person that said that, man.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact, bro.
All my boys call me the cop.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, yo, in the summertime, it's crazy. In the summertime, I tan, and then I look Habibi. You know,
nah,
it's been
you look like the sales,
in the hood, bro. There's been a situation where in the summertime I get so dark, I walked into one of them Habibi stores and they hit me with the, "Hey, you one of us?" And I'm like,
bro, huh? You ain't never been dark for 5 minutes. The only time you dark is when there's no light in the room that you're standing in, bro. You gotta be out of your mind. Get out of here. He said, I got so dark. Get out of here, son. You don't get, yo. He said, I get so dark. That's the only time you dark is if you're in a room with no light, bro. Get out of my face. He said, dark, yo. You bugging.
Yeah,
get out of my face, B.
I'm out of here, man.
Yo, son, the DOE shut it down, New York. That COVID rise is real.
Yeah, man. It's the city is basically almost shut down. They're about to do the gyms and the restaurants, but they got the school system, the whole school, DOE. Yeah, man. The state, it's what's considered a yellow zone. I think the next zone is a orange zone, and I think that's when everything shuts down. But yeah, we close to that, man. It looks bad.
Yeah, because they doing the whole 10 o'clock. No, nothing going on. No bars, restaurants. Only food to go and all that back home. Like, I don't go outside anyway where I live, so I'm not really worried. I've been quarantining for years before you had to quarantine. So, anyway, brother. What? Let's talk about this NBA thing, B. It's getting crazy right now, yo. The Hornets are trying to build something with LaMelo. They getting crazy with it. They picked up Gordon Hayward. Like Rondo's going to the Hawks, man.
That's a bad. I wanted him to stay with even though I say my things about the Lakers, but he should have still with the Lakers, man.
I wanted him to stay with the Lakers, man. I've been a Rondo fan always his whole life. He different, bro.
Absolutely, 100% different, bro.
He different, bro. Jeff Green going to the Nets to play with KD and Kyrie. I don't see that he pushed them over any hump. Pause. You know what I mean?
I think in a way that's they stack up on bodies, and he's a good player. You know what I mean? Like he'll be able to do something while he's on the court. But I think
Chris Paul went to the Suns.
Who?
Chris Paul went to the Suns.
That's a whole nother conversation. You got a dude in his 16th or going into his 16th career or 17th career, and he's still hot shit. Breaking news.
He's gonna help Ayton more than anything. I'm telling you, that kid. We're gonna see how good he is. If that kid is nice, we're gonna see it now. Because Chris Paul takes every big and elevates their game, bro. So if that kid is really nice, we're gonna see it now. Because we know Devin Booker's a bucket. We know that already.
And Devin Booker, he's a more advanced player at his time, and he could create his own shot. So it's not like he's gonna need much of Chris Paul. But I do agree, Ayton. I think my personal opinion, I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do his thing with Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul.
Yeah, and you can't double Booker because you can't leave Chris Paul alone to shoot. He'll make it. So Booker gets to create more one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Because Chris Paul now pause that he stopped eating meat. Pause. He's dunking the ball. He dunking the basketball and all that. Like he ain't get hurt. Like he different. So it's like, regardless, bro. Chris Paul brings a lot to a team because you can't leave Chris Paul alone to shoot. He's gonna make it. So okay, now you can't double Devin Booker. Okay, now you got this young athletic big running around that Chris Paul is going to teach how to catch every alley-oop, because Chris Paul throws the ball where it needs to be thrown every single time. And he's going to make that kid like a DeAndre Jordan type. And they're going to be all right, but I don't see them making a championship run with Devin Booker and Chris Paul and Ayton. Like,
Nah, they're still missing somebody.
I don't get it going to the Suns. I don't get it, yo. I don't get it. For Rondo to be leaving, he should have went to the Lakers. That's a fact, bro. Like, I wanted Rondo to stay. I've always been a Chris Paul fan. I wanted Rondo to stay. But the thing is, I was like, damn, Rondo spit in Chris Paul's face. They punched each other in the face. That's not going to be cool for the locker room. So if I got to choose one of them at this point right now with that team, how it is, I'm going to be happy to keep Rondo because he's already a part of it. And he already has the chemistry with him. But, you know, Chris Paul, if Rondo's leaving, get Chris Paul. Why not? Chris Paul goes to the Suns, man. Like, get out of here. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I don't get it.
I think it does make sense in a way.
How? Why? What's he gonna do? Chris Paul is not. Listen, bro.
So all right, so
is not gonna go on any team in the NBA. What?
Are you referring it to as a personal decision, a choice that he made where it's gonna put him in his situation in regards to just his life or winning? Because
life, what? His family's not moving to Phoenix.
No, I mean, well, you got to understand, like, the money. They're going to pick up the contract. He's going to a better team. Maybe no other team wanted him. What other team wanted him?
How can you say he's going to a better team if he was just getting busy with OKC and the Phoenix?
So him going to the Suns, he's going to make that team better. And that team is going to be better than what they had in OKC. Bro, when he went to OKC, he didn't even want to be there. And
look what he did.
He stuck it out. Like,
all right, but how many years in the NBA is he for him to be playing around, helping these young kids get better?
On a winning tip.
He's not gonna win like that.
Okay,
he ain't gonna win like that. You tell me this is Chris Paul, his 3rd or 4th year, 5th year. Okay,
different.
He's been in the league for 15, 16 years. Ain't gonna go to Phoenix and help them get good for a couple years, bro. He's expiring. Like, he's nice, but he's not on his way up. He's on his way out.
Honestly, there's no pressure on him going to Phoenix either. Because if you look at it, I think the pressure falls more on Devin Booker just through politics. Everybody's
that's Devin Booker's team. He's the alpha, but that's not gonna help them win. Like, going to Phoenix is not gonna help Chris Paul get. He's not a step closer to an NBA championship.
So you're saying Devin Booker is not the answer? Because we already know what Chris Paul brings.
No, that's Devin Booker's team. Chris Paul ain't the answer.
So
don't flip it. Don't flip it. Chris Paul's going to Phoenix where Devin Booker's the
man. So who would you have picked if you was the GM of the Phoenix Suns?
Like, no, you don't turn down the opportunity to have Chris Paul. I'm not saying it's a bad move for Phoenix. I'm saying that it doesn't make sense for Chris Paul being in the NBA this long and in good health, and he can get his way to a championship messing with LeBron. Go to the Lakers, make this run. Let's run up 2 chips in the next 4 years, and you get your rings. You going to Phoenix, okay, a good young team. That's not going to help get you closer to an NBA championship. You're on your way out, bro. You're not on your way up. He's not on the first half of his career. He's on the second half of his career. He's in great shape, but we also know he always suffers from getting hurt. So you don't know what the timetable is with Chris Paul, but I know that going to Phoenix doesn't get him closer or put him in a better position of winning an NBA championship.
He don't get hurt no more. He don't eat meat, pause.
He could never get hurt again, and it's not going to make a difference, bro. How old is Chris Paul?
Well, he's 30, maybe 35, 36, maybe 34.
He's been in the league since what, 2019?
He did 3 years.
He did 3 years?
Did he? I think he did. No, he did 2. He did 2. They played against his sophomore year. They played against Piscinaga in West Virginia.
All right, so he came in at 20, and he's 36, 16 years in the NBA, right?
Yeah, about
15,
around there. Yeah.
All right, bro. Are you kidding me? You're gonna go to a team where these kids are what, 23, 24, 25 years old? Like, they still have space in their career to come up short, where Chris Paul don't have that. He's 16 years in, 15 years in. Like he got to put himself in a position to win or compete to win now. He gotta be all that's left for a team to win. That's the type of situation he gotta go to, bro.
Devin Booker, I'm gonna make this bold prediction. I'm gonna say that they in within the next 3 years they're gonna be up there, and I mean they're probably gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals because
3 years at 39.
No. See, you're only looking at it the Chris Paul side of it. I'm looking at it from a Devin Booker side of it. I'm thinking that Devin Booker is gonna take his game not only from where he's at, he's getting a 50-point game here and there and averaging 30 right now, but to where he's gonna start getting 40-point games, and he's gonna be become a better, much better, great, and maybe grow into a superstar. And I think that is gonna fall on him, and I think he could do it. And I'm gonna take it that route on the disagreement between me and you right now, because you're looking at it from the Chris Paul side of it. So, like, let me ask you a question. Devin Booker is getting Michael Jordan numbers, right? Let's just say averaging 36, 32, and getting his 40-point games, and that's obviously gonna give him more of a chance to win games, right? Right? Or his team.
No.
Why not?
Because people could lead the league in scoring and not be winning games.
No, what I mean, like in the team he has, they're good enough team for him to be getting that. Let's say him getting those stats with the team he has and Chris Paul there, they're gonna win. You know, they're gonna be put in situations where they
win,
because
they're
more successful.
Yep.
So you're looking at it from all right. So do you think if Devin Booker is bringing that to the table with that, do you think with Chris Paul being in his 16th or whatever 15th year in his career, do you think with what he brings to the table right now in his career, you think it could work? You think they can make it far?
No, I think it could work as far as they could win more games.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. They could win more games. Yes, they're absolutely a better team because Chris Paul is still, no matter how many years, as long as he's in the NBA, he's one of the top NBA point guards ever and right now. But he's in his 15th year in the NBA, bro. Like when he was close, he got hurt. He got close again, he got hurt. You don't have that window, brother. You don't have that window. In 3 years, you'll be 38, 39 years old. Out of here. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like put yourself in a position to win. I want to see him hoist up that trophy. I want to see him win, bro. I mess with Chris Paul. Heavy. But you just went to Phoenix, bro.
I think it was a good move. Phoenix. I think it was a good move, man.
Listen, he couldn't win with the Clippers.
I felt like the Clippers were missing somebody over there. Like they didn't have that.
What were they missing? They had shooters. They had a point guard. They had an athletic power forward.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. So who on that Clipper team? Who would have been that one player where you be like, here, bro, here's the ball. Win the game for me right now, please. You don't have that player.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul. What are you talking about?
Chris Paul. Nah. I don't. I think Chris Paul.
What? You keep
that's my man.
You keep humping the He was winning with OKC.
That's my number one point guard, bro.
He was winning with OKC, bro.
Nah.
No? Did you see what happened this year?
No, OKC? No, what I mean is he's on that Clipper team. You need a Kawhi or you need a LeBron. You know what I mean? Like you need somebody.
That's bullshit. That's a lie.
Not on that level. Not on that level. Not on that level.
Two of those in the whole NBA. There's only two of those. One LeBron and one Kawhi. There's only one KD.
No, not on that level. Not on that level, but on the level of like, all right, whenever you give them the ball, they'll score. Like 90% chance they'll get a bucket. You know what I mean? Like being on that coaching.
There's not a lot of those in the NBA, bro. There's a lot of players that can get buckets, but at that 90% rate, Dame Lillard, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, it's not a long list, Bob.
Bro, there's a lot of game winners, bro. James Harden, Klay Thompson. You got even average players that
James Harden is not a game winner. Stop it.
All right, Thompson, like a player like Middleton, you don't think he can hit a game winner? I saw him hit a few game winners the last 3 years.
Anybody can make a game-winning shot.
That's absolutely what I'm trying to say. You give that guy the ball so they can win the game for them.
That would be Chris Paul on that team.
I disagree. I don't think Chris Paul is that type of scorer. He could score, but he's not that in that situation.
You're talking about a game-winning shot and opposed to scoring.
In that situation.
You said game-winning shot. And I'm talking about Chris Paul taking a game-winning shot. How can he not take a game? How can he not be a good candidate to take a game-winning shot? I'm not talking about carrying a team in points.
There's a lot of people I will put in front of him.
Not on that Clipper team. You said on that Clipper team, who's the person to take the game-winning shot?
I will put your man Crawford.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford was nice. Okay, absolutely. But
bro, he's known for game winners.
Yeah, okay. All right. But in that starting five, it was Chris Paul. Period.
No, you're right. He was the guy. On the poster, he was the guy. Absolutely, 100%. My opinion, I wouldn't do it.
But now in Phoenix, he don't have to do that. That's Devin Booker's team.
And I think Devin Booker's gonna.
He should have went to the Lakers, bro. He should have went to the Lakers. I'm sorry. He should have went to the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell went to the Lakers. We lost Dwight Howard.
I'm sorry, but let me ask you this question. I'm sorry. I before it goes too far, and it's a little off the topic. Devin Booker or James Harden? Real fast. Don't not too much on it. Just hit me with it. Like I need to know that Devin Booker is he's getting there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Devin Booker's the future, bro. We see what James Harden is. We still haven't seen Devin Booker's ceiling. Devin Booker's coming up, bro. Devin Booker's a bucket. Devin Booker's the future. James Harden is good to watch one-on-one, and I've been a James Harden fan since he was in college in Arizona State. When he came to the league, me and Gio argued about him. I was pro James Harden, but James Harden's style of basketball is not going to win you a championship. It's a great watch. He shows that he can score on anybody at any given time in the NBA, but he's yet to win with that stuff.
From the NBA,
yeah, he don't win with that stuff, bro. He don't win with that stuff. We got Montrezl Harrell. That's what I said.
Everybody's like,
right. We got Montrezl Harrell. I'm not mad.
Why everybody's saying is give the Lakers a championship? Like how? Like Montrezl.
I mean, give no, but we got Wesley Matthews. Give no, we got Schroeder. Give no, but it's gonna be. I believe we're gonna win again. It's not gonna be given though. Got to go out there and win games. Got to take into account injuries and all that other nonsense. But on paper, I take my Lakers versus anybody in a 7-game series.
I think anybody who got LeBron and AD on paper.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not even like come on. So how come we have?
Yeah, you got to go back to the Vegas and you got to go back to the paper and they got to be favored to win it next year. Why not? They won the championship and they got the best 2 players in the league right now.
That's a whole fact, bro. That's a whole fact. So I just want to see what's up with these and this draft class. Like LaMelo's going. Gordon Hayward just went to Charlotte. You know what scares people? Like,
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh, bro. Gordon Hayward getting that bag is the work. Wow, man.
That's crazy. That's because they got money, man. They gotta spend money, bro.
So,
a friend of mine that plays professional basketball explained that to me. They have to spend a certain amount of money.
Absolutely, 100%. But they couldn't give Kimba that money.
Hey,
he got it. What Kimba got? 80?
I don't know, but I know he got a bag. That kid is blessed for the rest of his life. I know he got a lot of money, so he good. But yeah, they gave him the bag, and I'm like, why at this point? But like the only thing that scares me with LaMelo Ball is that Michael Jordan picked him. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but Michael Jordan picks are horrible, bro. Like
so
straight up, I think the only one he got is Sean Livingston, bro. Because he got, I think that's the only time he got it right. I think that's the only time he got it right, bro.
You don't
if he drafted Rip Hamilton also, then I gotta shut up. But I don't know, son.
You don't think LaMelo got it? You don't think he comes in and plays well?
I think yes, but then the fact that Michael Jordan picked him, and Michael Jordan is known for picking dudes that never amount to what they should, is what scares me. But LaMelo Ball, that was my favorite player in the NBA draft this year. I think he should have went number 1.
I like Wiseman a lot, man, going to Golden State.
Wiseman? Yeah.
I think that's what they needed. And you know what I mean? Like, again, like we talk about how, there's not a lot back to the basketball. It's not turning into that no more. But I think he brings more, even on the defensive side. And honestly, if it's just for him to go in and block shots and rebound, I'm pretty sure he'll be okay with it. And the Golden State Warriors, if they win. And
I like LaMelo Ball. Yeah, but Klay Thompson just tore his ACL. He was rehabbing wrong, bro. Whoever was working him out was training him bad, bro.
Bro, I don't even mean to smile or laugh in a funny way. Like, how does that happen? Like,
training wrong. You're not strengthening what you need to be strengthening, and you're training wrong. You're rehabbing wrong, and you're not doing what you need to do, and your body's not healing the way it needs to heal to carry the load you're putting it through. Whenever something tears, breaks, or pops, it's because you exceeded the limit of that bone or ligament or tendon. You exceeded it. So that's what caused it to do what it did. And his shit ruptured or whatever because he exceeded what he can do with that Achilles, because while he was hurt, whatever he was when he was coming back, whatever he was doing wasn't strengthening his Achilles. His Achilles was weak for making up for the leg injury that he suffered. So that took its toll on the Achilles as well, even though it wasn't the Achilles. The whole leg is immobilized. You understand? So the whole leg got to get strong all over again together. And it's obvious that they weren't strengthening him the right way, and his Achilles ruptured.
Yeah, 100, man. Yeah, you got to take care of the body. You better call LeBron James. Spend that money on his body.
Crowder went to the Suns.
Yeah.
Bradley went to the Heat. I don't see no big deal. Oh, Gallinari. Gallinari went to
Atlanta.
And Rondo went to Atlanta. And who's over there? Trae Young.
Rondo, Trae Young. They might be all right. They might win some games.
They'll be better than the Knicks.
They'll make the playoffs. Everybody makes the playoffs in the East. That's how it feels.
They'll be better. They'll be better than the Knicks.
Yo, Fox 163 bag mil
at Sacramento.
That's their player. That's
160. Wow.
Based on a poster right there. That's it.
160. And coming into the NBA, people were saying, "Oh, it was like that wave that LeVar Ball had with Lonzo."
They went at each other in college. They went at each other. They got the best of both worlds. Like they got a piece of each other. I think they played at UCLA or at Kentucky, and Ball had 30. And then when they played in the tournament, woohoo! Fox, 33, 5, and 8. Ooh,
yeah, he couldn't stay in front of him. I like LaMelo Ball, bro. I like LaMelo Ball. You know what I like? I like the fact that
Cole Anthony. Go ahead, go.
Go ahead, go.
That's the next penny in my eyes. Go.
Who?
LaMelo Ball.
Penny? That's tough, bro.
Listen, he has the years to become that, but I think that's my vision.
Yeah, the ceiling is there.
Bro, Linky could shoot, dunk, mobile, spin move, dunk. You know what I mean?
Shorty's nice. Shorty's definitely nice.
Might be better than Penny.
I'm glad.
What? I said might be better.
I don't know, guys.
Penny was one of my favorite players. Top 3.
Yo, you swamp on your favorite players. Get out of my face, bro. I'm glad Cole Anthony didn't go to the Knicks. And I'm glad Obi Toppin. Listen, I'm glad Obi Toppin is in the NBA. Now, the thing is, when you go to the New York Knicks, it's a package deal. Wherever you're from, it's a package deal to play in New York sports. Now, besides being from here, he's from Brooklyn. So you're going to have all your homies on your neck. You're going to have all your friends on your neck. You're going to have all your family on your neck. You're going to have everybody you grew up with on your neck. Then you're playing in a city that's very scrutinized in sports, that hasn't won in many years. So you're going to be a spark for the fans, but everybody's going to expect you to win at least 10 games in the NBA this year for them by yourself. Because that's what Knicks fans do. You understand? So it's like any rookies that go to the Knicks, I feel bad for them because the amount of pressure that comes from the New York media, the New York fans. Yo, the New York fans will love you. Look how everybody's celebrating him. Everybody's celebrating Obi Toppin. Everybody. Let him have a few bad games. They're like, he's a bum. He's a bum. He's a bum. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of pressure comes with playing for the New York Knicks. That's a franchise that hasn't won since the 70s. So I'm glad Shorty's in the league. I hope he could have a great career, but I don't see him winning no games with the Knicks, bro. The Knicks need Jesus to suit up, and I don't mean Shuttlesworth. I mean Jesus.
Never know, man. You know, I mean,
What?
that's what I say. You never know. You know, I mean, this is what people, you know, tough people are made of. And if he could prove
It's not
that,
about being tough, bro. It's not about being tough. You're in a franchise that nobody wants to play in. So all they're gonna get is mediocre talent or talent that's on his way out, but they're not gonna get prime players. They're gonna draft young players and hope that they develop quick because nobody wants to be a New York Knick, and that's
don't say
messed
never.
up.
I don't know, man. Don't say
Yeah,
never.
that's messed up, bro. Yo, KD chose Brooklyn over the Knicks, bro. Let's be realistic. Come on, son. That has everything to do with Dolan, man, my dude. Not the staff or nothing like that. Nobody wants to play for James Dolan, bro. Nobody. So if that's the case, now how are you gonna ever be competitive? Nobody wants to play there. So you're gonna stink and get a bunch of draft picks every couple of years and hope that one of them hits. Come on, son. Now that's the same thing with Obi Toppin. Mad pressure on Shorty.
Nice.
Everybody from New York is claiming him on their taxes. Let's see what he does. I like
Nice.
it. I like it.
You know, New York fans are aggressive. You know, I mean, you know, you're gonna get that from any city. It just depends on how.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Nah, no way. It's not the same.
Coming from his perspective, it's not gonna be the same because he's from New York. I get that.
He's from Brooklyn. He a city boy.
He said different. He's from Brooklyn.
He is because no, you could be from New York and be from upstate. You could be from New York and be from Long Island. You could be from New York and be from Westchester.
Connected.
It's different to be from Manhattan, Harlem, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. That's different, bro.
Facts.
That's different. Like he's from Brooklyn, bro. He's from New York. I don't know, B. Gotta see. Edwards. I like. Shorty's tough. He seems like he could be something. Gotta see what happens with that. Ricky Rubio went back to Minnesota. Why? Like
Bro.
what? And then Utah re-signed Derek Favors. Get him out of here. You know that yo.
He re-signed him?
Yeah, bro. Yo, Derek Favors. The Nets drafted Derek Favors. They could have drafted DeMarcus Cousins. And I was with Lefty who was watching the draft. I said, yo, they need to draft DeMarcus Cousins. They drafted Derek Favors. I was like, these dudes are stupid.
Cousins still don't got a team.
And that's whack. He should have been on that Lakers team this year. I don't know what he did to piss anybody off, but I was hoping that he stayed there and came back healthy and stayed in a Laker uniform because he gets busy. Yo, I like Boogie.
Yeah,
Cousins,
but it goes back to what we talked about earlier too.
What?
You know, like the dimension of the game now, the fit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's a bully. You know, you always need one of those. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you got these 6'9" Ingrams now. You know what I mean? You got these.
But he could shoot the three. He makes free throws.
Yeah, but can he shoot the three comfortably?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like come down and whoop and just shoot it. Nah, I don't think Cousins.
He could shoot it. He's not a shooter.
I think set shot he'll make it. I think maybe
he's not gonna come down like on some Curry and no, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. But you can't leave him open. You can't leave him open, bro.
He eats up the paint, bro. I like that a lot, and he takes up a lot of space, and he got people hot, man. That's what.
Bro, we had Jared Dudley. And we could have Anthony or DeMarcus Cousins for real.
Yeah.
Come on, son. You can't be for real.
Yeah.
No way. No how, bro. Can't do that, man. No way. What's the word though, B? How you been? What's shaking?
Shit, man. Chilling, maintaining. You already know, taking it real slow, bro. It's crazy out in the city. They're about to close everything up. I'm over here trying to be safe. My kids, school. I gotta freaking go to work 3 days a week.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just
start the 22nd of December, right? The NBA shit.
Yeah, but that's what they said. I don't know if they sealed it. I think they might have already, but yeah.
It's like I told you, bro, earlier when we were talking. They should just make 4 bubbles and let us a group of players stay in each bubble for 4 months. I mean, for whatever it is. How long is the season?
It's gonna finish in June. The finals.
January, February,
They even laid it out too, the
So
schedule.
6 months.
Nah, that's dope. You know what I mean? It goes back to the argument of, you know, me going back and forth.
Let
with
them
you
stay
guys
in
on
each
the
bubble. Let them stay in each bubble for a
But it
month
gives them
and a
more.
half.
It gives them more, you know, on the positive side, it gives them more mental, move around. You don't always be in the same place, but in the, you know, in the competitive side, you know, you still moving. You know what I mean? So I think it's
Yeah, but if
dope.
you interact all the teams, like you have a set of you have a group of teams in each one of these 4 bubbles, right? And in a month and a half, you rotate the team one. You rotate all the teams. So you take the Eastern Conference. Let's say the first month you playing conference play. So and then in the second month you playing the Eastern Conference teams.
That's dope. That's dope.
And then the next month and a half you play who you haven't played yet. That way they can schedule everybody to play everybody, and you rotate, and you have less worries, bro.
I would like the playoffs to be like that. How they mix up the East and the West. That would be dope if they did the playoffs.
And just take the top teams, period, in the NBA.
Yeah, the top 16 or whatever they're gonna make it, and just
it wouldn't be that. Yeah, it would be predominantly Western teams.
Then we could do the bubble. Nah, I would say then we do the bubble.
Yeah, but you know what's cool? That everybody's going to the East now, so the East is about to get competitive again.
Yeah, that's the way he's looking. You know, KD going to the East. I see that. I'm balancing it out. You know what I mean? But
James Harden going to the Nets.
Whatever LeBron is,
about?
James Harden going to the Nets.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He's gonna mess up whatever they have. James Harden's gonna mess up anywhere he goes. The only team he can make good, and that's only because he scores 50 points in bunches, is probably the Knicks, and they probably won't even win still with him.
Bro, the James Harden stopper. If he goes to the Nets, he's gonna meet the James Harden stopper. He's in the Eastern Conference. His name is Kyrie Irving, nigga. Because if he's on the same team with Kyrie, he ain't taking
over. Bro, is that gonna work? This is what I'm trying to say. Like, what is wrong with these teams? Like, for the
Nets, that he's determined to win with KD or Russ. So he tried it with both of them. It didn't work. Tried it with Russ. It didn't work. Now he's gonna try with KD. See if it works.
And what's crazy is he was a better player when he early on when they didn't get it with him and Russ and KD. I think he was a better player. He wasn't a nut head right now. The way he's freaking shooting the ball, bro, it's crazy. I'm telling you, man, you can't.
How are 3 people that need the ball in their hand? Well, KD showed he could play off the ball in Golden State.
KD could score 18 points in like 2 minutes. Like,
yeah, KD showed he could score off the ball. But Kyrie Irving and James Harden, who's gonna get the ball to KD?
They can't play. They can't be on the floor at the same time.
Dribble. Yeah.
They can't be on the floor at the same time.
I want to see how they're gonna figure that out.
But you got Steve Nash, who's never coached a game in his life. Get out of here, man.
I think Steve Nash is gonna be a good coach.
Nah,
I do. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a good coach. Like, I knew Jason Kidd would be a good coach. I think Rondo would be a good coach, but I knew Jason Kidd was gonna be a good coach. Mark Jackson is a great coach. Like, there's certain point guards that the way they approach the game through how they play, you could tell that they'll make good coaches. I think Steve Nash could be a good coach.
Why do you think the Nets pick Steve Nash?
Because I think he's gonna be a coach that the players will respect, and he's going to be a player's coach. And I think they'll respond to him because he was a player, and he was a player that they grew up watching. So they could say, I knew he was nice. Not like you're playing for one of these, no disrespect, but you're playing for a coach that's in his 60s that you never got to see play. You only heard about him. It's different than when you see Steve Nash. Kyrie Irving grew up watching Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Durant grew up watching Steve Nash in the playoffs when they were kids, and Steve Nash was getting MVPs. So they know what type of personality they're getting, and they respect the player. They respect the individual, and in turn, I think he's gonna respect them because he was a player at such a high level, came up short a bunch of times, and you know what I mean? I think he's just playing connect the dots. I don't think he's a coach that's gonna step on too many toes.
They ain't gonna listen to him, bro. Like,
listen, bro. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
Those type of players, like,
hold up, listen. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. It's like when I coached in seniors, right? I said this to Penny too.
I know what you're about to say.
I had the point guard, the power forward from the city and state high school championship. Then I had the shooting guard, the small forward, and the center from the second best team in New York at the time. There wasn't much that I had to coach when you have teams with certain players. It's more strategized. And Steve Nash can strategize. We see that in his IQ. So it's not that Steve Nash has to sit down and teach them X and O's. All he has to do is point out X and O's. And it's different. It's not so much that they're going to have to listen to him because he's going to tell them, no, run this play. I think more so he's going to let them rock. And if what they're doing isn't resulting in what they needed to do, he's going to put them to the side like, yo, listen, this is what's also going on. Like, check for stuff like this. Like I used to do with y'all. We didn't lose no games, but every now and then I'll be like, yo, Bob, yo, Kirill got a mismatch. You know, like go Kirill one time. Or, yo, do this. That's not really coaching y'all. It's helping y'all see things that y'all don't see, which in turn is coaching. And I think that would be the extent of a player like Steve Nash coaching players like Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. That really, what are you going to teach them that they don't know already? More so, help put them in positions to win. And I think they'll respect them. I do.
I don't think they're going to listen to him.
Is that I don't think there's much for that. It's like I said. I don't think
no, it is. Like he's gonna no, like you said, he's gonna say you do this and you stay in that spot. He's just gonna help and assist. He all right. So it's like he's gonna help more than he's gonna manage. If that makes any sense. So
that's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I just said. That's what I just said.
I know. I get that. I know that's what you're saying. That's what I'm just repeating. Yeah. But I don't think. I honestly think when shit get rough. And I'm gonna throw James Harden name in it, even though he don't play for them though. If they end up getting him too, Kyrie's a problem already. When shit started getting back and forth, and he's not getting the ball, he's not listening to anything. He's gonna go do what he's gonna do. That's right?
What I'm saying. He ain't listening to LeBron.
Right, you know right. And that's a problem. And you always Kyrie, said that. Though. You always said that, right? But now let's say they reach and get Kevin. And I know this didn't happen yet, but if they go get Harden, it just makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't.
You already got to deal with Kyrie as a coach.
I don't like.
You know what I mean? No, but big homie.
You know who is gonna listen to Steve Nash?
Huh?
You know who is gonna listen to Steve Nash?
KD.
No, the others that need to.
Oh, the young ones. Yeah, I said that's
others that need to. So it's like I said, bro. It's really not. When I used to sub some of y'all with the reserve players, that's when I would start coaching. If you pay attention to how much went, because it's like, okay, I gotta let these dudes know more than these dudes, because these dudes already got it. They get it. Like we there. I gotta get everybody else there so we can get to the next level. And I think the other players will mess with Steve Nash, bro. And I think that's what he's there for. I don't think he's there to micromanage Kyrie and KD, bro. And I don't think any coach in the NBA, like Rick Carlisle, I don't think that Kyrie could play for Rick Carlisle. I don't think KD could play for Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle wants to micromanage everything you do as a basketball player. That's why him and Rondo butted heads. He was calling plays, and Rondo was like, nah, get out of here. And Rondo was running his own plays. Like, it's certain players for certain coaches for certain players. And I think Steve Nash will work with veteran NBA ball players because he was an NBA ball player less than 10 years ago.
You gotta remember who your point guard is, though.
Yeah,
dude that's gonna be in his own world. And
I think he respects him, though. I think he respects him. I think it'll pan out for them.
Hit them a chance. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
I mean, and then another thing is this that everybody's going crazy and people are like really, really, really ignoring. This is KD's first year back. They're not winning this year, bro. Like, he's coming off an Achilles injury, bro. He's not gonna be 100% original KD, OKC KD, Golden State KD this year.
Is he starting off the season or he's?
It doesn't matter when he plays this year. It's his first year back, bro, on an Achilles that has miles on it and just got rebuilt. So you gotta get it running first.
Yeah, you gotta be healthy.
You gotta get that. Yeah, he's not gonna
strain it, pop again. Like I get it. You gotta.
They can't put all that pressure on that boy. KD proved who he is, my dude. Like KD don't gotta come out there and prove nothing at all because KD is one of the GOATs already. So it really don't matter. But I don't expect KD to be 100% like everybody's expecting him to be and run through the East with Kyrie and get to the Eastern Conference Finals. On paper, that's like on a 2K game. Yeah, Kyrie and
they're gonna run through the East. If they play and they stay healthy and everything happens perfect in the perfect world, they'll get to the finals.
They might.
Well, again, in the perfect world, nobody.
I think next year they'll be in a better position to do it than this year.
Well, of course, that's the obvious because they built chemistry. We don't know.
No, not even for that aspect. I'm just saying for the health of KD.
Oh, and that too. I
think he got to get a season under him with that new Achilles.
Okay, no, yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe he sits out another year, bro. The game is there, the memory's there. He's
I mean, Clay didn't sit out long enough, bro. He rehabbed wrong, and look. So KD got to make sure that he's strengthening everything he needs to strengthen before he steps on that court and tries to run it back, boy.
Yeah, bro, it's sensitive. That's a sensitive muscle right there.
It's quiet for him if he ain't physically ready to do that, bro. Like it could be over.
But I think KD makes good choices. I think he even said it. Are you crazy? I'm not playing in the bubble. Like people asked him. He knows. I think he should sit out or maybe sit out the whole year, bro. Like you said,
he's got to be able to come back and be himself.
It's not your ACL, it's an Achilles. Like,
that's
it's that's people don't sometimes don't even learn how to walk again the right way, bro. When you it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's different. That's totally different. That's something totally different. So we got to see how that goes. But the NBA's done a lot of things and they shaking up a lot of things. I just want to see how they're gonna get back to it in December and see how it unfolds because I like my Lakers to win it again, boy.
I don't know about no Lakers winning it again, man.
All right, so from what we've seen happen so far, give me the 5 teams that you think will have the best odds to win the NBA championship this year.
I honestly can't even tell you. I would have to tell you.
So you're just gonna say not the Lakers and have no ammunition to back your argument.
Because everything I say right now, you're gonna go at me no matter what.
Nah. Listen, I'm not asking you who's better than the Lakers. I'm asking you who do you think is gonna compete for that championship?
It could be. Honestly, what I've learned in the last few years in the league,
5 teams.
It could be the teams that you just gelling at the moment, bro. You saw Denver. You know what I mean? What are they gonna come back with? So you got to throw them out there. I'm not. This is not in order.
No order. Just 5 teams.
Right. So you got Denver. We talked about Brooklyn. What about if they come back, KD healthy, and they get some type of chemistry and they go all the way? All right, cool. Even though I'm not a big fan of the Bucks, he gets it done, and
he just got Jrue Holiday.
Exactly. So you know what I mean, like. Out of time, but whatever. Excuse me, I don't mean to pronounce his name wrong.
Antetokounmpo.
Right, he gets it done. So you know what I mean. Like he's a winner. So he's gonna get up there to the fighting for the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's 3 right there, right? You want to throw Philly in there? You know what I mean? they've made the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like they make the playoffs every year and stuff like that. And then I would leave the 5th pick out for like one of those young teams, one of those teams that come out of nowhere and surprise. Like honestly, we talked about Atlanta. Rondo going over there. You got Trae Young. You got Gallinari. You got a couple.
You pick one Western team and 4 Eastern Conference teams.
What? So what's wrong with that?
All right. So obviously you think that the Eastern Conference has a better chance of winning the NBA championship, an Eastern Conference team, than the Lakers or let's see, Portland.
No, I wasn't picking the obvious. My bad. I was going off for like
No, just 5 teams. Just 5 teams. You didn't have to separate them, or I'm just saying 5 teams. But I'm just saying out of the 5 teams you picked that you said may compete, not win, compete for a championship, 4 of them are in the East. So that means that you think that the East is gonna give the Western Conference a more run for their money this year when it comes to getting to this chip.
Never, yeah. Why not? You got
all right.
I
respect that.
Let me throw Toronto in there too. You know, they got that chemistry too. They just signed Van Vliet again, even though I'm not a big fan of his game, but you know, he's solid. And
how about Boston? No,
you got Boston in there too, bro. I'm telling you, oh snap, the East coming for y'all. Oh snap, no Lakers, baby, no Lakers championship.
None of those teams you named could beat LeBron James and AD in the series
alone
for 4 games, dog. At all, nothing close. So I ain't jacking it. Like everything.
All I'm saying,
you didn't say the Clippers.
All I'm saying is AD and LeBron got their work cut out for them differently this year. I think you know everybody comes back healthy. Stephen Curry, no Clay, whatever. But I think everybody comes at full force, and you know it's back, hopefully somewhat back to normal, and they got their work cut out for them, bro.
You didn't mention the Clippers. You don't think the Clippers will compete?
Like they surprised me a big time, man. Like you lost right away. Like
it's the NBA, boy.
Yeah. I think they compete. I think the only reason they compete is because I lost a lot of faith in Paul George.
Yeah, I know. Everybody did. It's safe to say he didn't have.
You know what? I'm not that person, bro. I'm not that person where I'm gonna just see all these videos. Like I followed Paul George. Like
he came up short, bro. Pause. Everybody knows that. Like that's not slandering him or hating. It is what it is.
Right.
And OKC, he was a candidate for MVP.
Exactly. So it comes to a point like, do I go off of what happened last year or give him another chance? So I'm unsure with that. But when you got a guy like Kawhi on your team, even though you could say whatever you say about him, he's a winner, and I think they're gonna compete only because of that. Again, Paul George, you're a factor, man. You got to come back super strong if you want to be competitive in the West and play LeBron and them in the Western Conference Finals.
We should get Lou Williams, man.
Oh, he's tough, man. He gets it done, bro.
He's a bucket.
He's a bucket. He's
but
a different.
I like Schroeder's tough energy, dude. You know, a good part to have. But Wesley Matthews doesn't convince me. But we gotta see because Wesley Matthews can easily do what Danny Green did, bro, and miss every shot he takes, bro. Like he's a streaky shooter. Yo, man, to take Wesley Matthews, I keep Danny Green, honestly.
So, let me ask you a question. So what's after that? LeBron, AD, you said those other play Wesley Matthews. What's after that?
Kuzma, JaVale McGee, Schroeder, Wesley Matthews.
That's what matters right there.
Caruso.
Those are the players that's gonna have to step up around LeBron and AD, bro, because they're gonna be playing 48 minutes a game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So especially on games, series of playoffs, game 7s, you don't want to go to game 7. So I think they still searching. Let's see.
We need a point guard defender because LeBron runs the one. So we don't need a point guard to come and run the team. But if we get one that LeBron trusts, like Rondo, or we would have gotten Chris Paul, we would have been good. But we need a person to guard the point guard so that LeBron don't got to chase around after these point guards. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron should be resting on defense for rebounds.
Yeah, Caruso ain't a starter. You know what I mean? Schroeder ain't a starter. Like we need a starting. We need somebody at that spot. We need a better wing than Wesley Matthews. I think that's just my opinion. Kuzma, I think I would trade Kuzma for a pack of hot beers that people opened. Listen. Hold on. Listen. I would trade Kyle Kuzma for a case of hot beers that people opened and took a sip from and closed. And then along with it, a pack of Newports. With every single cigarette somebody lit, took 4 drags and turned it off and put it back in a box. I would trade Kyle Kuzma for that. Straight up. And a sandwich with expired cold cuts.
I don't know where he thought he was.
I trust Mexican tap water more than Kyle Kuzma, bro. I'd rather go to Mexico and drink tap water than have Kyle Kuzma on my team, bro.
Yo.
No way.
Hot dog juice,
No way.
bro.
See now, like Dion Waiters, right? If Dion Waiters if he's gonna come back and he's gonna play, Dion Waiters can get buckets. He gets buckets in bunches.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith, I don't know what they plan to do with him. Jared Dudley, it irks me that he's in a Laker uniform.
They keeping all these dudes. They don't got money like that, so they're gonna keep all these dudes right now and then.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. They got, not for nothing, bro, but the NBA got this money to pay these dudes like Eric Gordon and all these other older dudes hundreds of millions of dollars, but won't give a contract to like my man Edgar Sosa or James Feldine or Manny Casada that can come to the NBA and compete and produce and give you same thing that these dudes are giving you. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that these three kids are better than anybody else, but I know that they could have played NBA basketball, but these NBA people get the benefit of the doubt over and over and over and over and over, and they keep getting these contracts that they can give to these kids, man. That, come on, Edgar went to Louisville for 4 years. His freshman year had a stupendous freshman year. You're gonna tell me that? Come on, son. Like everybody knew. Like James Feldine overseas, bro. Everywhere James went. Okay, he went to Quinnipiac. That's not a big time school. He got busy though. Everywhere he goes, he gets busy. National team got busy. Against USA, got busy. Overseas gets busy. ACB gets busy. Oh, Europe has gotten busy. Like the kid is a bucket, professional bucket. You know what I mean? Manny's a professional scorer, bro. Like these are dudes that can play basketball, bro. But it's like they'll give the veteran contracts to Jared Dudley's and come on, son, man. Like I really believe at certain points you're just picked for the NBA. It's like, yo, here, come on. You're gonna be part of this fraternity. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff doesn't make sense to me, bro. 95% of the team that we have signed didn't play in the playoffs.
Facts, yeah.
Like Dion Waiters looked like he was waiting for a phone call from his connect. And he was at a Dykeman game, like watching a Dykeman game. The way he was dressed, yo,
I
looked like he was just waiting for his phone so he could look at his phone and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna serve a custody.
We gonna light up. We gonna
come on, son. Like, yo,
fact, bro. Yeah, like, yo, I said it earlier. Gordon Hayward, man. Come on, bro. Come on, really?
Man,
come on, man.
I don't know.
I got a lot of people hitting me up saying that, man. Like, yo, Bob, you make a point. I thought the same thing. Come on, man. 120. A dude got a peg leg. No disrespect, bro. No disrespect. Yo, he don't even have a full real leg.
Yeah,
like, it's fake, my nigga. Like, you 120 million. That's what you put your money into. Come on, bro. And he missed 111 games in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But like you said, you could grab a Feldine, or you could grab a young one. You grab an Edgar. These dudes are young on their legs. They come in. And
absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So I just think that at some point that NBA stuff gets a little bit out of pocket, man, because you got dudes in the NBA that we don't even get to see them play. You're gonna tell me that there's not an opportunity for like, come on, son. Like, I get it. I just wish every kid well that got drafted this year. Like, I wasn't big on the draft because I didn't know anybody outside of the obvious candidates, because those are the only people that I actually got a chance to see any of. There was kids that only played 7 games, 6 games, 3 games, 11 games. So you go to YouTube and you look these kids up, but everything on YouTube is a highlight. So you're not going to know, you know what I'm saying? So I just know that I've liked LaMelo Ball since he started getting with it. So I look forward to seeing that kid get busy, man. Word up. That's a fact, though. Facts. What you doing for the rest of the weekend, champ?
Shit, man, you already know. Time with the family. Watch some football tomorrow. You already know, lay back.
Sorry to hear that. You gonna watch NFL Sunday? I'm sorry to hear that. That's about to turn into two-hand touch. The NFL, B. You can't. Like,
It's getting soft for you.
And I've been a Bears fan since the 80s. I think Walter Payton is the greatest running back ever. Nobody can debate that. The only name that I will allow anyone to say is Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders too, yeah.
Because Barry Sanders did it with no offensive line. He did it with no offensive line, retired, and we knew that he was gonna do it. Emmitt Smith played 8,000 years, bro. Like, I'm not respecting that, bro. You played 18 million years. Just like, come on, son. Like, it's not your fault. You had the best offensive line that in the NFL for 77 years. It's not your fault. Okay.
You sound like a Laker hater.
But after that, like Emmitt Smith, like, come on, son.
Barry Sanders was different, and I'll call it right now. He was better than Emmitt Smith.
Yeah,
1-on-1, had pound for pound, he was definitely.
And the other one, you know who was going to be it? Bo Jackson. You might be too young to have seen him.
I've seen a lot. Well, I'm not at the time, but I did my research with him. He's tough.
I still got the Sports Illustrated magazines from when he was in them, from when I was a kid, bro. He was different, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and there was a few, you know, Eric Dickerson, Herschel Walker. There was some great running backs, but Walter Payton is the GOAT, boy. And my Bears did him dirty, bro. We were in the Super Bowl. We had the ball on the 1 yard line, and the coach called a play for the refrigerator to run it up the middle instead of Walter Payton. And Walter Payton didn't get his touchdown. And Walter Payton brought us down to the 1 yard line, and he didn't give it to him. That was totally disrespectful.
Payton was tough though. Yeah, I used to cheese mode on him with the old school team on Madden.
Yeah. That means you're like 44 years old and you be trying to call people old, but you're about 44 years old with that statement. I hear you. Yo, listen, we gotta get back up when we get up how we get up. But you know, Dykeman this week coming up, we're gonna get Ken Stevens on here and we're gonna do this top 25 list. You know what I'm saying? Rolex Bob, Rolex Robert, Bob Bayless, aka Rolex Robert. You already know. What's the word? Holla at your boy. Signing off. You heard, man. Tune in or you losing.